construction on in Alabama. Someone called ICE on this house they're doing construction on in Alabama, and one of the undocumented immigrants that was working there was like, hell no. He went and he sat on the toppest point of this rooftop, and he was like, you guys can come and try to get me. And ICE tried to negotiate with him for hours. It took them 6 hours of negotiating. They tried to get up on the roof. They could not get there, and they eventually ended up giving up completely. If this is not the most resilient, funniest story about going against ICE and immigration, I don't know what is, but let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you follow me for more news updates like this.
That was a funny ass story about ICE. Like, fuck ICE, obviously, guys, right? If you on the left, which I don't consider myself the left anymore. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Good Faith Show. I'm your host, Andre Morton. And The Good Faith Show is only exclusively on the ATP network. You can catch the ATP network on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter. And I got some shameless plugs for you guys. Follow the ATP network crew. That's all of us down there. And be careful. Watch for spam accounts because Liz and Mike has somebody that made fake accounts with their name. So it's left 1_ Indy. I think the other left Indy is 2 underscores, and Liz's username Horror Girl is I think it's 2 L's or something like that. So be careful. Make sure you're typing in the wrong thing. And also too, Liz do not have a PayPal or email, so yeah, that's not her. The only way to donate to her is through the spot fund. I'm pretty sure she got that pinned on top of her account, and also to her Cash App. eAngel4285, like E as in Eli and Angel4285. So that's her username. And also follow me on Red Note. I'm still on there. Red Note been kind of suspect lately. They reviewed one of my posts. I post stuff talking about Trump, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, Red Note's cool though. Besides that, like, I understand every platform has their rules, and so you gotta respect their rules. Foreign platforms. So follow me on there. And also too, while you're at it, like the video. Helps us out in the algorithm. Don't cost you a damn thing, man. Follow, like the video. Follow us on Twitter, Red Note, or whatever platform you got. And I've seen a few of y'all follow me on Instagram. I usually don't show my Instagram. My Instagram kind of like on the private side anyway. I don't post on Instagram because Facebook shadow banned me when I started talking about Biden. So yeah, like the video. Helps us out. So yeah, man. Man, I'm just so tired of drama. I really am. When it turns to provolone, I shouldn't have, like, I was the first one to saw the tweet of her coming after Liz. Like, Liz didn't even see it. I guess Liz at this point, I don't blame her, like, just drowning out all of the negative noise. For some of you guys, y'all might follow provolone. I'm not going to tell y'all what to do. Y'all can follow her. I mean, I don't like her anymore. To be honest with y'all, like, at home, my network was a big mistake. Liz, like, her and Liz had a falling out even before then. Like, I guess they had a falling in again, and Liz said, can you add provolone to the network? Because Liz thought good of the woman. Like, Liz thought she could bring something that I couldn't bring, Liz couldn't bring, or the others at the time couldn't bring. Like, she is a talkative person. Like, you need a talkative person to talk, Like, people like that. Like, I'm not a talkative person like that. That's why sometimes y'all might see me stutter a lot. I mean, that's just the way I am. Like, my brain, I'm autistic. I've been diagnosed with autism on level 1, but, like, gotta think about shit. Some people could just talk. So I added it on, no problem. I think I told this story before when we kicked her out. But again, like, long story short, just causing trouble, started beefs with people. Like, I kicked 2 people out initially. Not kick them out, but, I told them, I wanted peace, like they say, there's no peace in the Middle East. There's never no peace when you're online. There's so much high school drama bullshit online. You tend to, you just don't want to be a part of it. So, Marty, if you're watching this, and Mike, I apologize to him on the tea time yesterday. I'm like, man, I'm sorry, man. you was right about this woman. I gave her a chance. That's me being nice. Like, I'm not a bad person online. Y'all know that. I know my account being compromised because Elon Musk don't like me talking about him, and they don't like me talking about being anti-Israel. So yeah, like that. Then I'm trying to build community with the little traction I do have, and yeah, people just fuck you over, man. I've been fucked over so many times, y'all just don't know. But I guess you can't let people that fuck you over. You got to be more careful who you associate with. I don't really associate with people anymore. I used to love being in these group chats, talking to people all the time, and it was fun. Like, but you got to watch what you say. It's a lot of feds and operatives on Twitter. You got to be careful. So yeah, I'm finna share this video I got. I was pretty angry today. I mean, not today, yesterday. I'm pretty sure some of you that's watching this saw it. Yeah, I'm gonna play it for context, man. Like, I'm
You have my
so
wits in.
aggravated. I'm so angry right now because I don't know why it's lagging. StreamYard, man, for the price they pay, man. I tell you, like, sorry, y'all, if I'm lagging. Like, that's not me. That's StreamYard. My internet working good today for some reason. I guess they fixed it. Here we go. Just trying, bro. I'm so aggravated. I'm so angry right now because Liz is just trying to raise some money so she can leave Florida because Liz is drowning in Florida. She's not happy there. Yeah, like some of y'all don't know, Liz, she's going through, man. Like really, this is why we haven't been doing tea time lately, because she's haven't been in a good headspace. And when she do it, I could tell, like, she's not trying to disappoint me. But I tell Liz, like, hey, we can stop doing tea time until till you comfortable. Like, I don't want to put you in that type of situation that you're obligated to do things to satisfy me. Like, I help you regardless. No matter. I help you regardless. Like, I understand, like, things happen from last year when we first started the network. Like, things can happen to me. Like, I might have to stop doing the good faith. I mean, the ATP network. Like, you never know. That's why I always try to be easy on her and stuff like that. I don't want to do tea time without her either. Like, that's why I got these other shows. I do the Good Faith Show, ATP Live, and then the A&M podcast. Like, I try to do other things. Because I know she's going through. And Liz, like, people don't understand, like Liz's situation, like, it's unsustainable. Like, she can't keep suffering month in and month out. Like, you know, either she has to get another job, which raising two kids, like, that's impossible. She doesn't have another parent in the household because the other parent moves overseas. Fuck him. Well, moved down south to another country. Um, you know, and then, like, who gonna take care of her kids? Like, at least with her hours on her job, she able to take care of her kids. So, like, people don't understand, like, and then the state she moved to has family there, like, well, friends and family there, not family, friends and her partner there, her boyfriend. So, yeah, I just saying, like, bro, I mean, like, I don't know why y'all so, but let me let it continue. I ain't gonna hold y'all long on this. And all she wants to do is have a better life. Life is short as it is. She wants to be with her partner. She got friends up in Ohio. That's all she want to do. Liz did not ask to get so many negative comments about her fundraiser. It's crazy though. Like, it ain't like she getting trolls in there because you ignore a troll. Like, a troll is just a fucking idiot that a lot of people don't like me saying in the basement comments, but don't have no life, don't touch grass. They probably never been outside, haven't been outside in years. Like, they unserious, man. Like, fuck them. But when it comes from your own allies of all people, like, it, like, people telling her, like, hey, Ohio, well, I'm about to say it in there, but hey, Ohio is this, Ohio is that. Like, maybe it's a reason why she moved to Ohio. Like, I mean, like, Y'all don't know, but she's paying $1,500 a month in rent, and her job only pays her $16 an hour. So yeah, and then without us, like me and other people giving her donations, like she wouldn't have food on her table. Like she's really, really struggling. Like she's really struggling to hold it together right now. Y'all sending her negative comments like that, it really it pissed me the fuck off, man. So I had to make a response video about it. But let me continue. First of all, some of you motherfuckers are jealous as fuck. That's what it is. This shit all stemmed around jealousy, and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. You'll think as leftists, like you'll think we'll all be happy that she's raising money so fast. You'll think all of us will like, even though we might not have no money to donate at the time or whatever, like we'll all come together and retweet it and spread it out to more people. Like I just don't understand why people are jealous of this woman raising money. I don't understand. Like if they needed help with mutual aid and they raised a lot of money for something they need, I'm pretty sure Liz will not be jealous of them. I don't think she will be jealous. Like why would I be jealous? Like that's why mutual aid exists, so we can have a cushion, you know. Like because we know the government ain't gonna do shit. Like the government ain't providing any services for Liz to help her move, and then the reason why we raising so much money, $10,000, is because like Mike said this on Tea Time. Like you gotta pay them. Like you gotta move. Like you gotta pack all your stuff and move to another state. That costs thousands of dollars, right? So so yeah, like y'all don't like the people that are jealous of her. Y'all don't understand what she's going through. Y'all really think Liz? Like some people said this. This is crazy. Y'all said Liz is a grifter. She's grifting from the ATP network. Like y'all haven't looked on the ATP network YouTube channel. How many subscribers we get? How many views we get? We don't get no views worth of shit. The reason why for that is because I think ever since that copyright strike for me playing the Breakfast Club, the Jill Stein interview, that really hurt our numbers. And then on top of that, we're a leftist channel, so YouTube don't like leftist channels. Like they don't want us to exist. So yeah, it's hard for a pimp out here. But anyway, like I'm just saying, guys, like it don't need to be jealous. Like it's not Liz taking this money and buying false fingernails with it, press on fingernails for $90. Like, and your kids need food. And well, then turn around and ask for $100 in mutual aid. Like she ain't doing that. Like Liz is, she's going through. But let me continue. Like instead of y'all sitting around picking with other folks fundraisers, how about you motherfuckers do something productive with your life? Like help a grandma across the street or some shit. Like touch grass. Like that's the problem with some of you motherfuckers. And the problem is a lot of you motherfuckers. And I had to be clear. I'm not talking about everybody on Twitter, okay? I know, I guess a lot of people get their fifis hurt. Like, damn, he's bourgeois, because he got a lot of followers and he think he's shit. No, like, I mean, there's some of our allies on here jealous of Liz getting money. I don't like getting money that she's not going trying to get a better life. I just don't understand. So I just say that like that too. Motherfuckers are unhappy in life. Well, motherfucker, do something that makes you happy instead of fucking saying negative shit about the state of Ohio, saying it's white supremacists and the Klan down there. Like what the hell? It ain't like Liz live in Florida. I live in Louisiana. It's white supremacists and the Klan down there too. So I don't understand. I'm pretty sure every state has white supremacists and Klansmen, KKK. Like even up north, like when I was little, I thought up north wasn't racist because black folks had more leeway. But turns out it was on racist motherfuckers up north too. So yeah, like bro, like I just don't like Ohio. Like Idaho is the worst of it, man. It's hella militia, white supremacist malicious groups up there. That's why I said that. Like, I just don't understand. Like, Louisiana has Klansmen too. I don't Okay, let me continue. Liz moving to Idaho. Hell, y'all getting Ohio confused with Idaho. Like Liz ain't going to Ohio for that. She going to Ohio to be happy. Like I want Liz to be happy. Liz is a good friend. Okay? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerve on this motherfucking platform, bro. That's why I'm taking a day off this platform. Because I'm so sick of tired. Yeah, man. Like, I'm not posting anything on Twitter except for my for the mutual aid for Mike and Liz, and then um, clips from the ATP network. Man, I need a break. Like, I just need a break. Oh God, man, I think it's good to take a day off of social media a week, like just one day off social media, and just maybe I need to touch grass more, even though I do touch grass, but sometimes maybe talk to my neighbors or something like, cause like yeah. Let me continue. I'm gonna do that.
Logging on every motherfucking day and seeing some new shit. And a lot of these motherfuckers ain't trolls. These are some quote unquote allies that supposed to be on our side, which is fucking sad. Now, if trolls
It is sad, man.
was saying this to Liz about Ohio and stuff, I wouldn't even give a fuck. But when it's your own quote unquote ally, man, that shit boggles my fucking mind. And sometimes I just really want to just fucking give up, like, with building a movement. Because, like, what's the point?
Like, I ain't gonna give up a bill of movement. I mean, when it comes on the ground, obviously, I'm talking about, you know, building community, like starting a little community online. Then we learn from each other. Then we can build community in our different states or whatever we live in this country. Like, I know that a revolution will not be on Twitter. I know that. I mean, I'm pretty sure some smart ass motherfucker gonna say that. Ain't gonna be no revolution on Twitter. I know that, dude. Like, I'm just saying, like even like this, like the ATP network went through so many changes, man. It's just crazy. Like, I'm not gonna spew like what really happened, because it's none of y'all fucking business. But yeah, man, like, yeah, what's the point of building a community online? Like, just build it on the ground. Like, you know, that's what I've been saying for the longest time. But let me continue.
But anyway, y'all need to leave Liz the fuck alone. Let her raise her money. If you're not gonna retweet at least her link to the spot fund, just leave it alone. Damn.
Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm pretty heated. Yeah, man, like I knew this was gonna happen. Like when you just try to help a friend, like raise money online because you care about your friends. You mean when your friend's upset, like when Liz tell me her headspace is bad, like I feel so bad. Like that's a real friend to somebody. You can like actually feel their pain, what they going through, and you're trying to make it on this earth as it is. The world is burning up literally like the wildfires in the Carolinas. I mean, the other week here in California had their wildfires in January. The world is burning up. At least you at least think that your allies will have your back. But a lot of these people on Twitter just cosplaying being on the left. There's people on the left that downplaying COVID. Like, and one of this motherfucker is from Canada of all places. Like, this motherfucker got a chance to fucking lock down, protect himself from COVID, get a monthly check, and then he telling us the people that are COVID countries that we'll making a big deal out of it. We're germaphobes and all that shit. Like fuck you, dude. Like I ain't gonna bring up his name. I'm pretty sure he probably gonna block me. I think he watched my shit because he was on Twitter watching it. So like fuck you, dude. I don't know how Liz and Mike do it. Like this is why I want them to be on top of the network. Like they're able to talk to these motherfuckers, but I just don't have time to argue with people about COVID. Some of y'all might not know Liz had COVID last year. She had it bad. My cousin had COVID. Like, well, I'm not gonna get into COVID and stuff like that. Gotta watch what you say on YouTube. But anyway, man, like, if y'all not gonna help Liz, like at least retweet the motherfucking links. Like when I retweeted or Liz tweeted, like just keep your comments to yourself. Like we yeah, if I ask for input on it, like that's fine. Like okay, cool, and all that stuff. But if y'all not gonna tweet nothing, man, y'all not gonna support it. Y'all don't have to support it. Like I'm not forcing your hand to support anything. Like you grown adults, you can do whatever you want. Um, like Liz raised money real quickly. I'm shocked about it. I really am. It shows you that's actually like the negative side of Twitter, for example, because that's the platform we most on. We're not on Facebook. Like even though it's drama bullshit from people, at least the good side of Twitter is people that actually give a shit and want to help people. So, That's all I got to say about that. All right, guys. Now I'm finna get to my first topic. All right, guys. Before I get to this next story, be sure to hit the like button. It helps us out, and it don't cost you a thing. So hit the like button, guys. It's free. So, all right, guys. Anyway, now I want to talk about here before I get to the other things. I got a lot of shit to talk about. Oh man. This is from the National Low Income Housing Coalition. I'm pretty sure y'all know what the fuck this is. I think everybody in their mama talked about this. That's on the far left. Um, Basically, it shows you how much money you need to make to afford a two-bedroom house. It said a modest apartment, I guess, two-bedroom. Um, and he has, the the color, the lighter colors below 20. Um, whew. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'm just gonna show y'all a few states, man. Like the cost of living, man, is astronomical. Even in the bumblefuck South, like people think, um, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas is cheap. Well, hate to tell you this, but $7.25 an hour. Don't cut it down there either. You cannot buy a apartment, well, rent an apartment in any state with 725. you you can't, like, and the first state I'm gonna start with is Florida because Liz lived down there. Um, Florida is the 10th highest housing wage in the country. The only reason why Florida is high is because um, people are moving down there. I don't know why. I mean, Florida, I mean, to me, like the humidity is a bitch. Like that shit. Like the humidity in Louisiana crazy, but Florida, my God, like they in the Gulf of Mexico where they get those warm air lofts. Whew, um, 10th in highest housing wage. You need to make $35.24 an hour. Yeah, right, to afford a two-bedroom rental home. And on the federal minimum wage, which is $7.25 an hour, excuse me, you need to work 117 hours a week to afford a two-bedroom home on a $7.25 wage. Yeah, like 10,000 wage. Like you see why Liz is trying to leave Florida, guys. Um, I'm not showing this because of her. I'm just showing it like generally because this is my first time talking about this. Let's try Ohio. This is what Liz wanted to move to. Ohio is the 41st highest living wage. The bottom, on the bottom tier. You need to make $20.81 an hour to afford a two-bedroom rental home, and you only need to work 80 hours a week, which a lot of people do, unfortunately. Um, at minimum wage to afford a two-bedroom rental home. So it's 41st versus 10th. Like, yeah, that's a big jump. Let me try my state, Louisiana, right quick. Um, it's yeah, I told people Louisiana is expensive. Like, it's getting expensive. Even Monroe, Louisiana, where I live at, it's the 33rd highest housing living wage. Like Louisiana, man, like um, you need to make $22.11 an hour to afford a two-bedroom rental home, and you need to work 122 hours a week um on the federal minimum wage to afford a two-bedroom rental home. So, and people saying, hey, the South is cheaper, um, like people are moving to Louisiana. People are moving to Monroe, Louisiana. That's why our prices, housing prices, going up. People moving to New Orleans. Like Louisiana is growing slowly. Um, you know, I think a lot. Well, people moving to Florida, so I can't say because of hurricanes. Obviously, I mean people moving to Florida, but yeah, like so. Um, let's check the state that I lived in during my high school years, Mississippi. Mississippi, yeah, I say it's cheap. It ain't that dang cheap. It's the 45th highest housing wage. Yeah, it's near the bottom, but you need to make $20 an hour to afford a 2-bedroom rental home, and you need to work 111 hours a week on a minimum wage to afford a two-bedroom rental home. And I'll tell you something about Mississippi, man. I lived there at my grandma's house after Hurricane Katrina. Damn, I forgot to make it bigger. Sorry about that, guys. Keep doing that. There you go, right there. Um, and it was cheaper then, but now, like, not that cheap, man. There's some houses in Mississippi that's in the high $500,000 range. I know they out in the rural parts, wide open, but yeah, man, like 111 hours a week. Yeah, not that cheap. Not that cheap. Let me try Texas. Everybody want to talk about Texas. Texas is the 23rd highest housing wage. You need to make $27.88 an hour to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. And you need to work 154 hours a week on minimum wage to afford a 2-bedroom home in Texas. And that's because people are moving to Texas from California and New York. So yeah, yeah, it's serious. I'm gonna try a couple of more states, then we'll head to the next topic. Cause I'm pretty sure everybody understand this. Like, people on Twitter, that's where we get our most watch reviews on my live stream. People understand everything's expensive. Let's try Virginia, cause Virginia is the 18th highest housing wage. You need to make $30.25 an hour to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. And you need to work 101 hours a week to afford on minimum wage a 2-bedroom rental home. So yeah, Virginia is expensive, and the reason why Virginia is expensive is because Northern Virginia is astronomically high. I'm pretty sure maybe rural Virginia probably is bad. Let me see, what a state I'm try. Let's try Idaho, because Idaho, the white supremacist capital of the world now. You see, Idaho is the 32nd highest housing wage. You need to make 23 hours and 60 an hour to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. And you need to work 127 hours a week required at the minimum wage to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. So yeah, man, it's high out there, man. This is why people are fed up. This is people waking up, man. They waking up. Like, you can't afford a home anywhere in the United States on a minimum wage. Like, just think about that for a minute. So yeah, let me do California. I know, I'm pretty sure everybody's talking about this, but California is the first highest housing wage in the country. No surprise, right? California is what's a lot of most of the celebrities live. They live in other states too, but like, let's be real, like Hollywood and all that stuff. You need to make $47.38 an hour to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. Holy shit! And then you need to work 118 hours a week on minimum wage to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. And yeah, you see why people are leaving California in droves. So, all right, guys. Wow, man. That's why we need to come together, man, and form a revolution. Like, this shit is not gonna get no better. I mean, it's not gonna get no better, guys. It's not gonna get no better. All right, guys. On to the next. All right, guys. Before I get to the next story here, be sure to hit the like button. It helps us out in the algorithm and don't cost you a damn thing. So, yeah, guys. A like is greatly appreciated, because when y'all hit the like button, that's why we are growing slowly. So yeah. Let's talk about this for a minute. Tim Walz, this was a few weeks ago, was on Fast Politics with Joy Jug Fast. And they was talking about what went wrong with the campaign and why Kamala lost. Well, why both him and Kamala lost. And it is pretty interesting, his response of it. It's good to hear from the horse's mouth, as they say. The Democratic Party, man's in shambles. Like, I'm gonna get into that in the next few minutes or so. But yeah, like, I want to know what went wrong from the guy that was running with Kamala Harris. A lot of people said that the reason why probably too that didn't help things done is that Tim Walz didn't speak enough. But I think the genocide, man, just and then Tim Walz is a Zionist too, by the way, guys. Like he believes Israel have the right to exist. Like like I covered that on my show earlier last year. So yeah, I had to say that too. So Tim Walz don't get no pass from me. Like fuck him. Like my thing is like Israel does not have the right to exist. But it ain't about Israel right now. It's about the 2024 presidential election. So let's hear Tim Walz say why they didn't win.
I mean, you guys have a lot more power. Like, one of the things that I always fault Democrats for is that, or at least I looked at Republicans, during Biden's administration, we saw Texas really, and Florida, really just be like, we're doing our own thing.
Yes.
Now, and Democrats can do that to a certain extent, right? I mean, they may be punished. Yeah. So talk us through that.
Yes. And look, I hear the thing out there is that when we get back, which we'll fight, I'll tell you what people are going to expect is they're not going to expect us to tinkle around the edge with the ACA. They're going to expect universal health care.
Y'all heard that? Oh, snap. Ooh, snap. Man, y'all heard it from the horse's mouth himself. I had to agree with him, like, they're going to come back stronger, bro. Like, your party is in shambles right now, man. Like everybody, like they doing their own thing, like they're trying to resist Trump. Yeah, they dancing and shit while people are fucking afraid to fucking lose their Medicaid or food stamps and Social Security. Like people are frightened, like people are scared, man. Like, but yeah, like he's right. Like, I think Tim Walz know a lot more than. I think the Democrats know that people want universal health care. I think the problem is that as long as the Democrats is tied to the health insurance lobby, bro, like ain't no universal health care gonna happen anytime soon. Like Nick Cruz said this himself, like Medicare for all is dead. Like the squad in particular had a chance to like put it out there, put pressure on these motherfuckers, but they chose to go along to get along, and the result is two of their members got fucking axed by AIPAC. So, yeah, like, I mean, that's true, but I don't know. I let them continue.
And if there's a lesson here, I always said this. We had a 1-vote majority in Minnesota when we moved clean energy. We moved reproductive rights. We moved a whole slew of progressive, very popular, including things around guns and gun safety. Very popular thing. We moved it with a 1-vote majority. And people ask, well, what do you call a 1-vote majority? A majority. Simple as that. These guys have learned that.
See, state, that's why people say vote on the local level, because when you vote on the local level, like you have a one seat majority in the state legislature and you get shit done, like because they rigged the system for it to not work. You need 60 votes in the Senate, or for the House. It should be how the Senate should be, in my opinion. Like, how the fuck the House could like have a 1 seat in the House and get shit passed with the majority party, while the fucking Senate you need 60 votes. Like, yeah, I believe the Senate was put there to keep progress from happening. Like, obviously, so. I had to put that out there, get the little left Indy in me, left Indy, he come with the facts. Like, this guy is a genius, but let me continue.
Lesson. And governors have that ability. I'm in Europe trying to foster what I can on the trade. Now, look, if they cut our funding, it's $2 billion, out of a roughly $30 billion state budget. So it is a massive hole that we can't fill alone. But there are things that we can do. There are things that we can push back on. There are things that we can separate. Now, the irony of this is Republicans being all about states' rights until they're not about states' rights.
Right, of course.
We're still establishing ourselves. We're sub-federal level of government, but we have a lot of autonomy. Like, I can be invited to the Netherlands to speak. And I said this, Molly, that I'm a rule follower that used to be politics ends at water's edge. Means with a unified voice to that. I recognize that the position right now, official position of the federal government is that we're not going to support Ukraine. That's not the
Right.
majority of Americans. And you can walk that line. And I
Right.
think that's what we need to do more of. We need to push back. And again, I hope everybody, and I hope Republicans know this, you are teaching us a lot of what happens when we get back and control these, that we need to deliver for people and that's their downfall in this. Where are they delivering for people other than just angst and anger and taking it out on immigrants or whatever? No egg prices.
I mean, that's true. Again, Democrats don't deliver either. I mean, if y'all delivered, I'm pretty sure she would have won, right? I'm just saying. And you're right. Republican Party is, basically said the whole time, like, hey, that's the immigrants' fault why people's lives aren't improving, which, that's a motherfucking lie, because at the same time, the immigrants are the reason why we have food on our table each night. We were able to eat. Like, we were able to have housing. Like, immigrants, man. Like, and then immigrants pay taxes on stuff. Like, they pay taxes and they don't even benefit from the taxes they put into the system. So, yeah, but again, man, the Democrats ain't gonna deliver either, bro. Like, um, I believe, I understand the guy can't say, they ain't shit, but yeah.
Down.
Right.
Now you got folks that lost their jobs. Now you've got confusion with our neighbors. So I have to tell you, a saying I always said is you lead with good policy and good politics will follow that. And the inverse of that is true. Bad policy will lead to bad politics. And I think Democrats got caught in the wilderness that our policies are popular, but for whatever reason, we didn't articulate it in a way that turned to good politics.
So I have a theory of the case that
you should say it, but, basically, to me, y'all policies are weak sauce, or they just stagnant. Like, they don't go far enough. Like what you said, Tim Walz, in the beginning. You said Medicare for all, right? Like universal health care. Like, that's how far, well, not sure, but that's how far it should go. Not the Obamacare, which is just a big subsidy to the big health insurance lobby. So, yeah, most of your party don't agree with you on that. Yeah, man, so.
I have shared with Biden World, and they're very mad at me, that the thing they did wrong was this cautiousness, this fearfulness about interfacing with media, social media, mainstream media. If it's scary, shut it down. If it's too popular, like calling someone weird, shut it down. Talk to me.
Yeah, and look, far be it from me to critique, because I own this, that it was my responsibility to help get this thing won. And so I'll take my shortcomings on this, but I do think there is a cautiousness around that. I think that we should be more willing to speak to people where they're at. I don't think we should be so worried about, are we putting ourselves out there and going to be asked hard questions? We should be asked hard questions.
Right.
And then we should lead and talk about the things that make a difference in people's lives. And I think people did not know how much better our economy was because they weren't feeling it. I think we left a void that they're going to fill. And you wrote about this, and you know this.
Yeah, because like you said, they weren't feeling it. They weren't getting the benefits of the economy improving. Like, people still struggling. Like, Bidenomics, remember that? I guess that's what they were trying to push to, convince the American public, like, hey, Biden don't try to work harder in the economy. But, food prices are high now, but they were still high under Biden. So, yeah. They're not going far enough. I think he knows that.
Donald Trump's ability, and, I was like, they had J.D. Vance on every talk show, and most of the time I was like, oh my God, that's insane. But it was something, and people were seeing it, and they were hearing it. And I think for us to get out there now, here's my theory on this too.
And by the way, every single show, all the time, you have to flood the zone because people don't. It's not 9 interviews; it's 900.
Listen, it's not linear, and you don't have to get a 10 out of 10 on every interview you do to be out there at points, especially if you believe in it. Now, the thing that I'm hopeful about, just to tell you in this, is because I'm hearing it. Where are the Democrats? Where's the leadership? Where's the resistance? Where's all of this? President Obama me in 2009 when he took office, he had about a 70% approval rating, far higher than this. He had the House
Right.
and the Senate. There was no charismatic resistance.
But you know what though? He had all that and all that they can get from that to me, which is still boggles my mind, was a bumblefuck version of Romney Care. Like that right there should have told me then, well, I was trying to transitioning to a black conservative at the time, 2012 ish. But again, it's bro, um, you know how much shit you could have got done if y'all actually cared. Like y'all, like Democrats don't want no fight. The next clip I'm about to show y'all, man, they don't want to fight. But yeah, like that's the problem though, Tim Walz. It's like you got 70%, got 70% control of the um legislative branch, and but blame old dude, I forgot his name. They blame him. Like it's always a rotating hero. Damn, I forgot that guy's name. Shit. They blame him for stopping everything, which was bullshit. Just like with the Biden administration, it was Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. Damn, not Joe Crowley. Joe Crowley? Damn, I forgot. But yeah. So
It was Boehner and Mitch McConnell. But you know what it was, and I experienced this. By the summer of 2010, the town halls, the stuff you're seeing in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, it's organic, and it was people. And the Republican leadership followed this. Now, I'm not going to say all of that was organic. It was funded. It was thoughtful. There were groups,
AstroTurfed. Yeah.
but a lot of it was relatively organic. And these are happening now in real time. And I think Democratic leadership needs to recognize that, seize upon it. If these town halls and public angst is there, at least get out there and throw some gas on it and get people gassed up, give them something to reason. And then we're going to have to recognize people want to see results. And I think our biggest strength right now is showing them their lack of results. But I hope somebody's thinking this through. What do results look like when we say we take the House back? What's that going to look like? I don't think over the last couple of years, no matter all the great work that I believe the Biden administration did, I don't think it translated much into the mainstream consciousness. And it may be your point on this is we should have just been flooding the zone 100% of the time. I'm an unabashed believer in a shadow government. We don't have the here to do it, but I think we should be doing that.
Well, and I also think that if people are not seeing like what the Biden administration did, and God love them, they were not, they came in during a pandemic, but what they did was they didn't do many interviews the first 2 years. They were really quiet, and they were like aggressive against the mainstream media, which in itself.
Well, first of all, probably why they didn't do many interviews because Joe Biden was in cognitive decline, which they denied for 4 years. So they lied to us. Like we knew the man was in cognitive decline because the man didn't even know the preamble to the Constitution during his fucking rallies when he was during the primaries. Like he couldn't remember it. And then on top of that, you could put Kamala out there because Kamala couldn't answer a sentence coherently. So yeah, like come on, man. I'm pretty sure Molly Jung. I think she's a liberal. I don't know, but like she know why. Like, come on. Anyway, to be honest, they say that they should be in the media more. They should have been out there more. Like they said, JD Vance was on every show. To be honest with you, Tim Walz is a Zionist, so he's not going to admit this. But when there's a genocide happening and the Biden administration basically aided and abetted in the genocide, yeah, people are gonna stay home. Isn't that what happened? You could Tim Walz could have been on every fucking interview. He could have did every podcast. I should have seen this coming. Like, I said to myself, it's the economy, stupid, but the genocide played a big part in the reason why Kamala Harris lost. Like, nobody's not talking about that. Like, while you have Trump out here saying that, we're gonna get peace with Ukraine and all that stuff. He got a ceasefire deal done. Well, he didn't really get it done. ceasefire was a farce, but pretend like it, ceasefire and all that stuff, and being steadfast and all that, while the Democrats are, you know, basically being a new neocon. So yeah,
It's fine. I mean, like, my husband is a real liberal and he's always like, the mainstream media was, did this wrong and that wrong. And okay, sure. I'm not going to, I certainly have a horse in this race. So, okay. But the thing is, like, when you think about Donald Trump is talking to the media all the time. And the 4 years he was out of office, he had every journalist in the world down to Mar-a-Lago. I mean, people who hated him, people who he
I think
sued.
it's a model. I think there is a model there, Molly. And look, I know my shortcomings. I own what I own. I don't know if the media, the legacy media did all that they could have. But the lesson here is again, so not engaging them or criticizing them. That old adage, don't fight people who buy their ink in 50-gallon drums. And so engage on that landscape and be out there. So I do think that's there. I do think articulating things that improve people's lives. I always said this. I'm kind of at heart, and I had the advantage of this growing up when I did, strictly, squarely middle-class people, where you could kind of ignore the politics, if you will, instead of getting engaged the way you should. And I think right now, for us to make the case, I was kind of agnostic. Somebody said, well, you're a Democrat. How'd you get that? I said, I didn't go to the Democrats. They came to me. When my dad died, there was Social Security. I love my public school. When I applied for a Pell Grant, I got it. So all of a sudden now I'm like, well, hell, these are the people who are after me. And how in God's name did the party of the working class lose the working class voters to this billionaire who's clueless? And again, I wish there was some grand.
Tim Walz, like, you asking the question, but you know the answer, man. Like, they sold out. They Democratic Party sold out, bro. They're not the party of the working class anymore. This ain't 19 what? Shit, really, it started in the 19. So 70s, like, yeah, they got all this stuff done, but like that's the past. Like now, they just like the Republicans. They ain't doing shit. They don't care about working class. I know that's why I always shit on the Democrats. I think a lot of people, like people that don't like understand like what I stand for, like I mean sometimes they ask why I don't shit on Republicans a lot. It's because Republicans never promised me anything. Democrats, you know, um, it started with Obama. Like he promised universal, like a public option health care. Like he promised a form of universal health care. We never got that. Other stuff like I mean, come on, man. It's kind of like your parent promised you, hey, if you do this right, we'll give you your favorite food or your choice, and then you ask for the favorite food at after you got done accomplishing what you accomplished, and they say, um, sorry, couldn't get it done. You need more this and that. That's the Democratic Party. They always blame, hey, we need more people in the House, we need more people in the Senate. But if you have a slight majority, you can still technically get it passed. You see what I'm saying? Um, like I mean, the Democratic Party, like Stephen A. Smith said it best. I can't believe I'm listening to a sports commentator, but that's sad when a sports commentator know more than this politician here and these other people. You don't listen to your voters. Like I'll just pick anybody that the corporate lobbyists want for the primaries. Y'all don't have primaries. Y'all like the shit's rigged. Like primaries are rigged from the jump. At least the Republicans, they shit is rigged too, but at least they make it seem like it's legit. Democratic Party, man, they didn't want Bernie Sanders. At the time they wanted Hillary Clinton, which was a warmonger neocon. So yeah, like that's why y'all lost the working class, bro. Y'all don't listen to the voters. Y'all bending y'all voters. Y'all don't listen to y'all voters, and that's why some of y'all voters right now are sick of y'all, man. They sick of y'all. Like I can't believe I never thought I see liberals on some various social media platforms complain about their own party. Like I mean, they probably still will vote for you, but damn, at least I'm seeing some kind of resistance from their own
And
party.
scheme amongst these guys. This is all about tax cuts. And
Right.
damn, if we didn't give them every other side issue, again, I will kick myself that I got sucked in. I bet you I spent 3 or 4 days, maybe longer, not clowning, but just hammering them over the eating dogs and cats because it was so ridiculous. And I took that hook, line, and sinker. We were talking about immigration at a critical part of the campaign, and it was hurtful and it pissed me off. And I was standing there to defend people, and it didn't do a damn bit of good electorally.
See, I love that you're beating your
So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna end it there. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. You can watch the whole thing yourself. It's on her YouTube channel. I think her YouTube channel is called Fast Politics with Molly Junk Fast. Yeah, watch it yourself. Interesting reasoning. You know, I mean, it's not Tim Walz's fault they lost. It's just my thing is I think the number one thing, the reason why they lost is you put Kamala on top of the ticket. She can't answer a coherent question, and can't answer a question in coherent sentences, and then the genocide in Gaza. So, and then the economy too. Like the economy, wasn't good for it was good for the wealthy, but it's not good for the working class. So yeah, man. That's all I gotta say about that. On to the next story. All right, guys. Before I get to this crazy ass story, oh man, what a joke. Be sure to like the video. It helps us out in the algorithm, and also too, on the bottom of the ticker, follow us on Twitter. Um, that's all of us. The crew. Putting in the work for y'all. So follow us down there. Yeah, man. The Democratic Party, boy. What in the fuck is the Democratic Party doing? Like, they're not on one accord. All of them are doing different shit. Like, what in the fucking fuck? Like, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I have to say that because people, like, when I criticize Trump, I get called a Democrat. When I criticize, um, when I criticize the Democrats, I'm a fucking Republican. I'm a token. They call me all kinds of shit. But yeah, like, bro, like, what's going on, man? Like, the Democrats don't want to win, bro. They don't want to win. Um, they don't want to win, man. They don't want to win, and it shows. Like, I mean, if you a voter of these people, my thing is, find a third party. Um, you know, something like, or just sit out. Like, you can sit out, withhold your vote. Like the 7-8 million people that held their vote back in last year. Like, even though some liberals criticize those people, which bad things upon those people, but hey, I don't wish nothing on people, um, you know. But anyway, yeah, man. Oh God, like I got a lot of clips to show y'all in this segment, so get you something to drink or something. Oh my God, bro. So yeah, this AOC right here. She's responding to Trump's congressional address, and oh God, oh God. Sometimes you say, "Why, Andre? Why? Why you put yourself through this madness?" Like, I don't care for this woman. I don't care if if you're a Democrat, I don't like you, but damn, bro. But here we go, man. I'm finna play some of it. Some of it.
How's it going?
Oh God.
We've got some post State of the Union chat. Hey everybody.
I guess she's on Instagram or whatnot because the reason why she's on Instagram and the other platform more now because she got ratioed on Twitter to death for basically deceiving her voters initially. So I guess she's smart and went to Instagram because Instagram is harder to get the ratio her. Like Twitter, you can call her directly out. See, Instagram, it's harder to do that. So yeah.
How's it going? Someone said, glad you stayed away. Me too.
Oh God. God.
Yeah, I didn't go to all that. I knew that was gonna be a mess. And personally, I watched it from home. I paid attention to what the president was saying. I watched it so you didn't have to. But so if you didn't, that's okay. I watched the whole thing, but I watched it from home. Everybody makes different decisions. I just felt.
Yeah. I thought y'all supposed to be on one accord. Like, one thing don't make sense to me is you stay home, other people attended and walk out. Al Green stood up shouting at random shit at Trump, and the rest of them fucking kooks wore pink and held up signs saying Elon steals. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. AOC is such a celebrity, bro. Like, I think this is why she got into politics. This is what she wanted. She wanted, like, I think AOC is an attention. Well, I gotta watch what I say. Attention person. She's an attention seeker. Yeah, man. Like, oh god. I need to fast forward some of this because she's just talking about herself. I stayed home. Okay. Oh god.
Like I couldn't. I didn't feel like I could legitimize his presence. That being said, I know different people had different takes on it. In terms of the House of Representatives, I'll give you an alternative perspective. In terms of the House of Representatives, some people feel, and it is true, that the State of the Union occurs in the House of Representatives, known as the People's House. And technically, in terms of the proceedings of the State of the Union, an interesting thing about the House is that it is different from almost every other chamber in that only House members are typically allowed in the House of Representatives. So anybody else that is brought into the House, that walks into the House, has to be invited. And so Trump actually has to be formally invited to the House floor in order to be allowed into the House floor. Same thing with all those senators and the cabinet members, etc. So, I think other people had a certain logic, which is that this is the people's house, and Trump showing up should not kind of force the duly elected representatives of that chamber, especially those who disagree with him, out. So, that's some of the perspective there. Anyways, I watched from home, and if you didn't, honestly, and I listen to Trump. I do, because he has won 2 presidential elections. Now, the first one was not by popular vote, and the second vote, he has not won more than 50% of the U.S. electorate, but he has won these elections nevertheless.
I mean, but he won though. I mean, a win's a win, right? I mean, that's what I would say. It was opposite, but okay. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more.
So I listen to him. I listen to what he says as an observer, and I have to tell you, I mean, I feel like even if you're like a big Trump fan, this speech was not his best. He rambled a lot. He was reading a lot of lists. He was reading a lot of wrong information on lists. And,
I mean, the damn speech was an hour and 30 minutes long. I mean, that's probably why it was so long, AOC. Yeah, let me fast forward because she's Um, let me see. All right, here we go.
Most likely disabled. You most likely have a major disability. Like these ideas when they talk about like, you know, if you do not have a job and you do not have a job for a long period of time, and like the percentage of people on that on Medicaid, it's like I don't quote me on it, but I think it's like 3 or 4%. Very small, and those are people who are often looking for work. And the vast majority of people on Medicaid, low income, because we know what private health insurance is like, right? Low income, disabled, major disabilities that would really prevent people from having like full-time work, or any other kind of extenuating circumstance. Medicaid has been means tested to death. So they're coming after it. And like,
I mean, if he coming after it, you acting so nonchalant about it. It's coming after it. It's coming after it. I guess there ain't nothing I can do. I ain't got the power. Oh Jesus. Play a little bit more of this, and I get to the barrage of Bumblefuck clips. Here you go.
This is as someone who believes that healthcare is a human right. I believe that
Come on. Please. You the same one that stopped talking about Medicare for all because I can't prove it, but I believe that Nancy Pelosi told you to shut up about it. The same Nancy Pelosi that you called Mama Bear. Like, you stopped talking about Medicare for all. Like, you talked about it a lot when you won, then over time got less and less, and you stopped talking about it at all. Now, if you believe that, why you stop talking about it? Why you didn't force the vote for Medicare for all, LC? Like, but well, I just don't know, man. Oh my God, bro. These people.
Personally believe in a single payer healthcare system.
What happened to Medicare for all, LC? You was all in for Medicare for all during the campaign in 2018, LC. Now you went to a measly bumblefuck ass single payer system. Lord have mercy. I mean, see, this is what happens, guys, when you are bought. You sold out to Democratic establishment. I can't say she bought, but she sold her soul to the Democratic establishment, and they wouldn't make her give her a high end committee seat. God, they used your ass. Oh man, they gave it to a guy with cancer, bro. That should be at home. Like, if I have cancer and I can afford to stay home, I'll stay home and get better. Like, I will not be working. But hey, people tired of power. So, oh my God, bro. A few more minutes of this.
But if you want to compromise and go with a public option, at the end of the day, like, the worst sin that can happen, in my view, the worst sin that can happen is that you accidentally gave someone health care. You accidentally let someone see a doctor. And
What?
that is like a crime, because why?
She look lost. She look like she don't even know the hell she talking about. It's a crime. It's a crime to get somebody health care. How is that a crime? What? Wow.
And before people say we don't have the money for it, we don't quote unquote have the money for a better and improved social safety net. because we let assholes like Elon Musk gut Medicaid and gut Social Security in order for him to pay for his own tax cuts, and B, his own $1 billion in private federal contracts. This guy takes billions and billions of your tax dollars, of your public funds, and it's not just Elon.
LC, we know that. We know what Elon Musk doing. We know what Leon Dusk doing. Like, we know. But the problem is that y'all not fighting against it. So apparently y'all going along with it. you just saying it to throw blue meat to your base. So, I mean, this is the Democratic Party 2025, man. This whole lives. Stay at home to resist Trump. Yeah. Like this. Like, I ain't done yet. Like, I play a little bit more.
All these guys, a lot of these tech guys that were standing behind Trump at the inauguration, a lot of tech talks about themselves as tech, but they're really just defense contractors. They're the new Boeing. They're the new Lockheed Martin. They're defense contractors. And they are robbing us of the tiny slivers of what we have left in our collective public social safety net in order to get $1 billion defense contracts. Because here's the thing, you want to hear another interesting fact?
Oh, God.
You could fire every single federal worker and it would still be something only like 4% of the federal budget. Where's all the rest of it going? If you actually wanted to go after waste, fraud, and abuse, you would go after defense contractors. You would go after a lot of other contractors. But the problem.
So yeah, man, so basically you got AOC saying, hey, if it cut Medicaid, if it cut Social Security, healthcare should be a human right, even though I stopped talking about Medicare for all because, I've been told to stop talking about Medicare for all, or I never give a damn about it. I just played the game to the T. So yeah, that's AOC. She stayed home, I guess. Like, whatever. I don't really give a fuck because, it is what it is. Now, here's Jasmine Crockett. No, my mama said she sound like she's Martin Luther King. Like, oh my God. Like, I understand my mama's a boomer. She don't understand stuff. I get it. Like, she don't like Trump. She's blue MAGA too. But yeah. Oh God, it gets worse. You thought that was bad. Oh my God. Here these motherfuckers right here, like they dancing on a Beyonce video. I think I can't play the sound. I'm not gonna play the sound due to copyright. I'm pretty sure YouTube on that copyright bullshit. So I'm finna make this bigger. So yeah, man. Nah. This is what they doing to resist Trump, guys. Look at this, man. This is wild, man. Look at it. This shit wild, bro. Let me see.
Bigger than the music.
Oh yeah, can't play that. Copyright. They're playing Kendrick Lamar. Look at it. They dancing like this is. Oh God. What the fucking fuck is this shit, bro? Wow, man. This is your Democratic Party, guys. Oh, God. This is your Democratic Party. Dancing to the Congress address. Hey, we resist Trump by he not like us. Trump not like us. Oh God, man. Oh God. Like, yeah, Mama, she's definitely not Martin Luther King. She give you Martin Luther King vibes, Mama. I'm pretty sure. All right, guys, I'm done playing this. So yeah, that's that. a total clown show. Now I'm finna show y'all another video. Give me a sec. Congress dancing. I'm pretty sure this copyright too. Let me see. Yeah, it's probably copyright. I ain't playing it. Hell no, man. Ain't trying to get a copyright strike. Hell no, bro. I already got one. It fucked up our channel. It did. And I ain't trying to get another one. And we almost got another one messing with Ben Shapiro ass. Apparently, they thought Ben Shapiro video was copyrighted when it wasn't. Fortunately. More dancing, guys. Why not? Like the world going to hell in a handbasket. Our government is, shit. Like this is why they shit. Now let me play it. No sound, unfortunately. Oh God, what the fuck is this? Mortal Kombat? This is Mortal Kombat, guys. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Oh Lord. Oh God. What? What? Oh God. Mortal Kombat, guys. This is Mortal Kombat shit. Oh God. Oh, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? Whoop Trump and Elon's ass? Oh man, this is wild, bro. Oh my God, bro. It's like when Slay Queen Kamala lost, they just lost their damn mind. Jasmine Crockett dancing to Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. These motherfuckers. This is Mortal Kombat shit. Like you can't take this shit seriously, bro. Now let me play another clip. The Democratic Party is so discombobulated, man. This is Slotkin, the woman they gave the rebuttal to Trump's speech. Now I can play the sound on this, fortunately. Like, oh God, I told y'all, man. Before I play it, the Democratic Party is the new neocon, bro. This is wow. Oh God, bro. The Democratic Party would rather literally fight to the last Ukrainian before addressing peace. Oh my God, bro. Oh God.
As merely a series
Hold
of.
on. This thing I made plays. Here we go.
He believes in cozying up to dictators like Vladimir Putin,
Oh God.
kicking our friends like the Canadians in the teeth. He sees American leadership as merely a series of real estate transactions.
Oh yeah, by the way, this woman is sponsored by Liz Cheney. It's a Liz Cheney appointed Democrat, so right here. So kind of makes sense why she said the shit she said. Here we go.
As a Cold War kid, I'm thankful it was Reagan and not Trump in office in the 1980s. Trump would have lost us the Cold War.
Oh God.
Donald Trump's actions suggest that in his heart, he doesn't believe we're an exceptional nation. He clearly doesn't.
Now I know Trump full of shit, but Trump trying to get a peace deal done is bad? So wait a minute. So negotiating peace is bad. Like trying to stop killing is bad. There's the new Democratic Party. Dancing, pro-war, pro-genocide too. Let it continue, man. Holy shit.
Think we should lead the world. Look, America is not perfect, but I stand with the majority of Americans who believe we are still exceptional, unparalleled. And I would rather have American leadership over Chinese or Russian leadership any day of the week. He believes in cozying up to dictators like Vladimir Putin.
Oh God! Let me hear that last part she said. Damn, I overlooked it. Hold on.
We are still exceptional, unparalleled. And I would rather have American leadership over Chinese or Russian leadership any day of the week.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'd rather have Chinese and Russian leadership over United States leadership any day, bro. Give me free healthcare. Give me free guarantee me housing, bro. Give me free education. I could go to college without being in student loan debt. Like I'm in student loan debt right now, bro. Give me hell. You know, hell, like women, you know, men get too get paid maternity leave, man. Like, you know, I'd rather be on that side of the spectrum than be on the United States side where you're not guaranteed that shit. Um, you got a health insurance like companies that rip us off. You got a fucking, you know, the real estate lobby ripping us off. Like, we're basically getting ripped to shreds, and this bitch rather have a facade democracy over real. Nah, man, God, I'm not done yet, guys. So yeah, now Al Green, um, not the singer Al Green. Hell no. You wish he sung like Al Green, the real singer Al Green, Congressman Al Green of Texas. Um, yeah, I know he got censored. Because you know he interrupted Trump. I guess it was against House rules or whatever. Um, it says here from him, he said, last night I stood up to those who need Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. Democrats will never abandon the fight to make sure every American is safe, healthy, and financially secure life. I said what I said. Oh God. Boy, if this ain't bullshit, then my name ain't Andre. This is so bullshit. Um, y'all the same motherfuckers. Y'all talking about um securing healthy. Y'all couldn't codify Roe v. Wade with a slight majority in the House and Senate when Biden was in there. So how in the fuck I'm gonna sit here if I'm an average voter, sit here and look at this tweet and say that this man means it. Like, bro, like, oh God, like, you know, what really fucked up about the Democratic Party is that do you know I think 8 Democrats voted with Republicans to censure Al Green. So yeah, like y'all not on one accord for shit. But yelling at Trump, unaudibly, because we couldn't hear what you were saying. Yeah, that's so they're fighting for Social Security in Medicaid. Yeah, like, miss me, bro. Miss me with that bullshit, bro. Um, now he was on Democracy Now. I'm finna play it. Hold on. He was on Democracy Now. Let me share my screen. Talking about it, say he would do it again. Oh God. I will do it again. I'm Al Green. Here we go. Hold on, let me play it.
The President of the United States of America, at that joint session, pointed over to Democrats and called them lunatics. That was a breach of decorum. The President uses his incivility to take advantage of our civility. I refuse to allow him to do this. The President has to understand that he has to demonstrate some degree of civility and respect decorum himself, but he does not. Now, with reference to my colleagues, I told them I was going to vote present so as not to pressure anyone to vote in any particular way, because I voted my conscience. I did what conscience called upon me to do, and my convictions demanded that I do when I spoke to the President. I would do it again. I regret that I've been censured. There is talk now of removing me from my committee.
I mean, to be honest with you, bro, like, you have, like, being censored, like, they punish your ass. Like, being censored don't mean shit. It doesn't do anything. So, I mean, like, I regret it, but, you know, I had to do what I had to do. I mean, actions come with consequences. I mean, oh my God, like, these motherfuckers don't know how to fight shit. These motherfuckers can't fight a damn fly. Talk about fighting for the people.
With the Honorable Maxine Waters, the Financial Services Committee. My guess is this is not over, but I will stand on what I have done. I'm not ashamed of what I have done. And when you mentioned John Lewis at the genesis of this interview, it caused tears to well in my eyes. I knew him. I know his story. He told me that he thought he was going to die on that bridge. And he told me about peaceful protest. And the one thing that stands out in my mind is when you do it, be prepared to suffer the consequences. Dr. King went to the Birmingham jail because he was prepared to suffer the consequences. I'm prepared to suffer the consequences. I don't say I agree, but I will suffer whatever.
This man saying what he doing is on the same level as Martin Luther King. Bro, if you don't get your ass up out of here, that bullshit, man, boy, I tell you, boy, these folks got some nuts on them. Martin Luther King, went to Birmingham jail and stuff like that, and but he had consequences. But I suffered the consequences. Man, don't do that, bro. Don't say that, bro. Like, got 10 of your own people turn over their backs against you. Like, damn, son, you think none of the Democrats will vote to censure him? Like, but they did, and this is the last one of this clip. Lord have mercy. Jamel Hill um, says the Democrats never learned. And they had Nancy Pelosi. I forgot who the fuck that is. Wearing kente cloth kneeling for George Floyd. Yeah, like the Democratic Party give a shit about black folks. Like, I mean, this is what the Democratic Party think of us. This is what they think of us right there. Like kente cloth, bro. What black person in America, non-African culture related, I'll say that, wears kente cloth? Like, you don't even know what the fuck we do culturally. Like, they didn't have to have the kente cloth on. You could have just kneeled. All the kneeling was Colin Kaepernick, but people criticize Colin Kaepernick because, oh, he was disrespecting the military. Even back then, like, well, shit, I was politically savvy then, but even I knew, like, no, he wasn't. He was just protesting police brutality. But, hey, I mean, what can I say? I mean, like, performative action bullshit doesn't work. So yeah. Man, my overall analysis of the Democratic Party, man, disorganized, don't know what the hell they doing. It's kind of like a baby behind the steering wheel of a car. Like, the baby is not gonna know how to drive the car. The hell, the baby not gonna even reach the gas pedal. Like, that's the Democratic Party is, bro. Like, you got people dancing, you got people yelling at Trump, you got people staying at home giving long ass live streams talking about nothing, saying that your Medicaid gonna get cut, your Social Security gonna get cut. Like, it's just a shit show, bro. Like, the Democratic Party is done, bro. They are done. They are finished. They're not winning another election in a long time. Believe me. Y'all gonna come back to this video. I know 5 of y'all on YouTube are gonna watch this for example. Y'all gonna come back and say this random nigga Andre Morton is right. Like, the Democratic Party's done, bro. All right, guys. On to the next. All right, guys. Last story I'm talking about. Be sure to like the video. Helps us out in the algorithm. Don't cost you a damn thing. It's free. Hit the like button, guys. We really appreciate it. So, I don't know how I missed this. No, I kind of heard of it, but I thought, I think I needed more context. Apparently, Ben Shapiro and Elon Musk, yeah, those two geniuses, right, want Trump to pardon Derek Chauvin. And, Stephen A., the centrist, isn't happy about that at all. Yeah, like, if you're a black person, if you like Elon Musk and Derek Chauvin, I mean, not Derek Chauvin, Ben Shapiro, yeah. Unless you one of those Candace Owen, damn, what's his name? Jason Whitlock, Pete types. I mean, like, yeah. I would not watch Ben Shapiro anymore. Like, they show their true colors, like. But Stephen A. Smith, he told the truth, parts of the truth. But I'm going to play it. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show. I want to get into the comments made by conservative commentator Ben Shapiro, who publicly called for President Trump to pardon former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin for the 2020 murder of Mr. George Floyd. For those of you who didn't hear the sound, I'll play it for you. Take a listen.
If we are issuing pardons, however, there is one person that President Trump should pardon from federal charges forthwith. It would be incredibly controversial, but I think that it's absolutely necessary. That person is Derek Chauvin. President Trump should, in fact, pardon Derek Chauvin. He should. He should pardon him his federal charges.
Oh, man. I mean, knowing Trump, he'll probably do it. I wouldn't put it past him. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past Trump, but he hasn't said anything publicly about it. So, I mean, he probably do it towards the end of his term. I mean, like, they pardon people towards the end. So, yeah. Like, I mean, it's fucked up, but hey. I mean, that's why, you know, I know there's black conservatives out there, but even if you're a black conservative, sometimes you need to challenge your own party, bro. Like, yeah, you just gotta racist shit, you know. But interesting.
There is a man who is rotting in prison because the media decided in the middle of 2020 that they were going to turn a tragic law enforcement stop that ended with the death of a man who had a significant problem with drugs and pre-existing health problems into the raise.
Wow, so they're gonna say he died of drugs and he had some kind of health problems. Like, we saw how George Floyd died. He didn't die of drugs, you white cracker trash fuck. I hate people like this, man. I hate Ben Shapiro, man. I know I shouldn't say that on YouTube. I gotta watch what I say. Like, I don't like Ben Shapiro, man. This is why I don't like him. Like, Ben Shapiro is the worst scum of the earth when it comes to the right. Like, some people on the right, they say stupid shit, you overlook it. But this guy right here, man, he just triggers something in me. I just don't know what it is. Like, he probably, he is a racist. I mean, if you want Derek Chauvin pardon, knowing that Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd, had a knee on the man's neck. Like, and also, too, fuck those cops, too, that was standing around Derek Chauvin doing this shit. Instead of them pulling Derek Chauvin off the man, they just watching, like, you know, their ass need to go under, too. I need to find out what happened to those other pigs. They should go under, too. But, yeah, I mean, what can you say?
His own debt of the entire 2020 election. And it led to vast chaos. It led to, again, the destruction of racial comedy in the United States, $2 billion in property damage, and a guy rotting in prison who the evidence demonstrates certainly was not guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in that case.
Among those reacting to that sound is Elon Musk, the billionaire advisor to President Trump, primarily over Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. Remember him? Musk, who owns X, reposted the sound with the quote, "something to think about," end quote. So let me ask you, Ben Shapiro.
Not surprised, Elon. You know, Elon did the Nazi salute, so that's not surprising. And they continue for a while.
Let me ask you, Elon Musk. Are you just saying that you just don't want black people voting for you at all? Better yet, are you saying you don't give a damn about black people? I mean, why wiggle around it? Why don't you just say it? Why don't you just say it?
I know, Stephen, that'll be too hard for them to say. Like, they don't give a fuck about black people. They don't give a fuck. I mean, Elon, it's like, remember apartheid South Africa? His parents was there. Like, the apartheid South Africa, like, all that shit went down like that right there. Should tell you enough right there. Like, yeah, they racist, bro. Like, yeah.
Elon Musk, what the hell do you mean there's something to think about? Ben Shapiro, of all the people in the world that you could have asked for a pardon for, of all the people in the world, Ben Shapiro, Derek Chauvin's the guy. A white police officer who cuffed George Floyd, took his knee, put it on his neck, kept it there for over 9 minutes as George Floyd was crying and whimpering for his mama, as people were taking photos and video as he was telling you he couldn't breathe, and you still kept your knee on his neck for over 9 minutes. And of all the people, Ben Shapiro, that you could have come up with to say he should receive a pardon, that's the person that came to your mind. Why? I'll ask you another question, Ben Shapiro. You know, you brought up, drug use. You brought up a criminal record, if I remember correctly. I think that's what you said, right? Right, Ben Shapiro? Just a simple question. Respectfully, sir. Would you have taken that position if George Floyd was a Jewish person? A white?
No. Hell no. That's the part. Like, when you're a racist, you always see the other side. You always try to chastise us, the black folk, black folk this, black folk that. But if it's the other way around, like the same people to me that say, like, when a white person, for example, goes to a mall or goes to a school and just decide to shoot up the place, they always say, they say that, the guy had a mental illness, he had a mental illness and, and all that stuff. But, when a black guy, some like crime happened in a black neighborhood for some reason, what's the issue? They're a criminal. They this, they that, they're the lowest scum on the earth. But a lot of these people, like, see how the double standard is. There's always a double standard, Stephen A. Should know this, man.
Jewish person? If a black cop had his knee on a white Jewish person for over 9 minutes, Ben Shapiro, would you have called for that individual to be pardoned? I'm just asking. It's a rhetorical question because you know what I believe the answer to be is, right? That's a website for the petition right there. How low can you go? You see, this is the problem, and this is where the Republicans are going to mess up. You see, because even though Trump's approval ratings have dipped from weeks ago when he was first reelected, the bottom line is he's the president, he's got the House, he's got the Senate, he's got a 6-3 majority in the Supreme Court. He's been handing out executive orders like bags of Skittles.
Shit.
He's got a whole lot going for him. The Republicans are in a position where all you have to do is live up to what you say. Donald Trump, remember what you said in 2015? What do you have to lose? Remember that? Remember you talked about the black vote, the Hispanic vote, and how you would do for other communities outside of white nationalists and other white folks who's not a member of white nationalist parties? And
like Stephen A., you know that Donald Trump, like every other politician, says the same shit. Like, that's why the Democratic Party comes to the black neighborhoods. Like, they don't come to the black neighborhoods, every year. A few times a year they come. Kind of vote again because they know that you need the black vote to win. Like, Trump, he said that, and yeah, some black people did vote for Trump, but again, it's like Trump knowing in his mind that he don't give a fuck about black folk, man. The Republican Party, like the Republican Party, never really gave a shit about black folk. Maybe that was a different Republican Party back then, the Abe Lincoln days, but yeah, like, bro, like, come on. Like, you asking yourself these rhetorical questions, like, they actually care. Like the same motherfuckers are saying that Derek Chauvin should be pardoned. But I wouldn't put it past Trump. I really wouldn't.
Stuff like that. Remember that? Remember that? Didn't your numbers increase with blacks? Didn't your numbers increase with Latinos? Didn't your numbers increase with the young voters? Think about what you got to do, Republicans. All you got to do, address the economy, address inflation, address the border, address deportation, by the way, because you got to get those folks out that were in here as well. And how you going to do that?
Nah, that's the part I don't agree with. I mean, a lot of those people you getting out, Stephen A. A lot of people that make sure you eat, bro. Like they work in the farms, the meat packing plants. Like you get them folks out. Are your rich ass gonna go and fucking process that meat? You gonna pick those vegetables, huh? Like I'm fucking sick and tired of this people crapping on immigrants, man. Like this shit gotta fucking stop, bro. Like that part right there pissed me off, man. It really did. Like, yeah, blame the migrants for your troubles. Yeah, when he's not a billionaire yet, but Stephen A is a capitalist. Who knows? But like, your people are the problem. I know you hang around billionaires. Yeah, you do.
Address crimes in the streets of America. Make sure folks got jobs. Make sure folks are safe. That's all you got to do. Here's a few other things that you got to do. It's not a laundry list. It's just a few.
Man, their agenda is to get a tax cut. Elon to get a tax cut for himself and his robber baron buddies, bro. He don't care about giving people jobs. He don't care about people's they don't care. They don't care, bro. Like you see, they cut $880 million in Medicaid. Jeez.
Avoid saying ridiculous nonsense like Ben Shapiro just said. Avoid making suggestions like that. Avoid your head of Doge, whose power has dissipated according to reports, by the way. Avoid him retweeting stuff like that or reposting stuff like that. When are you going to learn?
But I mean, Stephen A, like, okay, like, Republicans, to be honest with you, don't have the black vote in their hand anyway. They only have a very slight majority. Like, what percentage of black people voted for Trump? 10% or something like that? Like, 10%. Like, yeah, like, that's not adequate enough, bro. Let me, stupid ad playing. Okay, hold on. Bring it back now. Stupid ad playing. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta get my YouTube Premium linked up on here. I'm logged into another account, so that's why you see ads. Here we go.
Yes, you may want certain things. Yes, you may want your quality of life to be a certain way. This is not a quality of life issue, Ben Shapiro. This is a quality of life issue coming to the defense of a cop whose knee was on a black man's neck for over 9 minutes. That is what you want to condone. That is what you want to let out of jail. That is what you want to fall on your sword for. Would you do it if a white Jewish person had a knee on their neck for 9.5 minutes? And it was a black cop that did it? I mean, damn, Ben Shapiro. Damn. See, you could argue politics all day. I've seen you before. You're quite bright. Very, very smart. And your issues are your issues, whatever they may be.
Quite bright. Okay. I heard it already.
And I get that.
My thing is, you can't be quite bright when you want a murderous cop back out on the streets. That's not being smart, Stephen A. Come on, man. Oh God. Like you half right, then you slid back into your fucking typical Stephen A.
Part, but to do something like this, to say something, it's the same thing along the lines where you're Ron DeSantis. By all accounts, prior to him running for the presidency, an absolutely fabulous governor in the eyes of some people. Clearly, there was a mandate in Florida when he won the midterms. There was no red wave in 2022, but there was certainly a red wave through Florida. That man won by a landslide. And what does he do? He wants to come out and give an explanation about the good benefits of slavery. That's what he wanted to do. This is the shit the Republican Party does that just boggles my mind. Everything's flowing. You got the Democrats on their heels. You got Kamala Harris out of the presidential picture, contemplating running for the governor's seat in California. A decision is expected to be made by the end of the summer. She is out in a lot of people's eyes. She ain't going to be a part of the national spotlight in 2028. So she's got to go for the governor's seat in California if she wants to sustain or build upon her political career. Gavin Newsom's throwing podcasts now, talking to Republicans. Okay? If you can believe that. You got the Democrats showing up for Trump's address to both houses of Congress looking like damn fools. Having videos where they dancing. You got to be kidding me. Putting 22 people on the screen at the same time, saying the same damn thing as if that message is going to resonate. Got a representative like Al Green out of Texas, 77 years old, obviously has fought the good fight, but looking incredibly immature and undisciplined. Wouldn't even give Trump a chance to speak, and he had to get removed from the House. And then yesterday, 10 Democrats joined with House Republicans to censure Al Green from Texas for his protest during President Trump's address to Congress Tuesday night. Trump didn't even have an opportunity to pass gas, and this man standing up protesting. Protesting what? He won the election. I'm on The View, and I got a bunch of ladies who I love and I respect coming up talking to me on the show, talking about there's no mandate, courtesy of Joy Behar. What mandate? Kamala Harris lost all the swing states. There was an increase with black voters, Latino voters, and young voters. He won the popular vote.
But bro, like, I'm almost done, guys. Like, damn, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, like, bro, like, you gotta understand, like, The View, man, like, you really take their opinion seriously. Like, they just butthurt because Kamala lost. Come on, man. I mean, like, but yeah, he's right. The Democrats are in disarray. Like, they're not resisting Trump. Oh God. Oh boy. But almost done, guys.
Vote. He won the Electoral College vote. 89% of the counties in the United States switched to Republican, but there's no mandate. And you're going to get up at 77 years of age. Why don't you just tell the truth? You didn't feel like sitting there. You know you couldn't take it. So you have to come up with a reason. Because Trump didn't give you a reason. Because he had barely spoken. And then these people holding up their signs. these Democrats looking like damn fools.
Oh, God.
I felt sad for my brother. Hakeem Jeffries, minority house leader. He sat there the whole time, but guess what? He didn't act like that. He was probably embarrassed by how they acted, like juveniles. Oh, by the way, I forgot to bring up how when Trump talked about the cancer, the kid that was suffering from cancer, and how he made him an honorary member of the Secret Service, nobody stood up. Or how he brought up Lincoln Riley.
All right, guys, we'll end it right there. Like, my final thoughts on that is like, I mean, first of all, Hakeem Jeffries he don't want to fight anyway. He said it, like, what leverage do we have? Like, I mean, but what the Democrats doing ain't fighting. Like, I get that, but yeah, like, yeah, Stephen A. Smith, like, he half right. Don't pardon Derek Chauvin, but the other part, acting like the Republican Party woe's the black vote. They don't need the black vote. Like, yeah, they'll like pretend like, okay, they put on a facade, but they don't need the black vote. The Democrats need the black vote, but the Democrats ain't pushing for reparations, or they're not pushing for, Medicare for all, like things that will benefit black folks the most. Reparations will benefit us greatly. Hell, you know what you could do? Take the debt that's owed to us and fucking leave this country. Let's go to another country and fucking, or find some land and live there together, like some shit. Like, I'm serious, man. Like, because I'm telling y'all something. Now I'm finna log off because I know this is almost 2 hours long. Holy shit. I lost a little bit of steam at the end, man. I'm telling y'all, I'll be putting in the work on this network, but like, I'm finna say this. See, the United States, the reason why it runs good, well, sometimes, I'm talking about like in terms of the economic sector, is because of black people. Like, we the ones that work hard. The immigrants too. Well, I can say brown people and black people. Like, if they kick all the immigrants out, yeah, without us, it wouldn't be no America. Like we the ones that keep America running, but we always the most exploited people in this country, the minority people. So yeah, man. So yeah, y'all. Oh man, I'm out of steam. That's the show. I hope you guys enjoyed. Excuse me, man. I hope I ain't coming down with the crook or something. Holy shit. Of the Good Faith Show. Before I go, shameless plugs on the bottom of your screen right there. Follow the ATP Network crew. Damien is back on the network, so that's good news. I'm gonna put his username there as well. And also too, follow me on Red Note if you haven't. Andre X24. And also too, guys, like the video. Like, come on, man. I know y'all like watching me. I know there's a few people on YouTube that watch our live streams. I know y'all like looking at my face every day. I'm working towards getting more voices on there. You got Mike, you got Liz. Hopefully Damien start doing more shit. Like the video. It's free, man. Don't cost you a thing. So, all right, guys. I'm about to head on out. Even though I'm not good at this shit, I enjoy doing it. I mean, hey, why not? Thank God there's other people on the network besides me, because, yeah. So, all right, guys. See y'all on the next one. And also, too, fuck Bisman Netanyahu.